Welcome back everybody to another video. You guys loved the Hunger Games last time, so I have decided that I would just do it again because you guys enjoyed it. So we're doing it all in part 1, no part 2 jumbo whatever. I'm thinking about making this more of a yearly thing with 4th of July. Anyway, we got all the states today. And I really only have like 2 shirts that actually say the actual state. So I'm supporting Hawaii today. Don't know how far they'll go. But if you guys haven't watched the last one, go check that out. The winner, I will say in a few seconds. So if you don't want to get it spoiled, you better go watch it. Anyway, let me introduce you. I made a few changes the last time because I got a few suggestions. Alright, I'll read them all for you. Alabama, Alaska, Arizona, California, Colorado, Connecticut, Delaware, Florida, Georgia, Hawaii, Idaho, Illinois, Indiana, Iowa, Kansas, Kentucky, Louisiana, Maine. Who was our victor from last time? Looking to repeat? I don't know. Massachusetts, Michigan, Minnesota, Mississippi, Missouri, Montana, Nebraska, Nevada, New Hampshire, New Jersey, New York, Carolinas, and Dakotas. I combined those two so we could have Hawaii and Alaska. Idaho, Oklahoma, Oregon, Pennsylvania, Rhode Island, Tennessee, Texas, Utah, Vermont, Virginia's, I also combined those, Washington, Wisconsin, Wyoming, New Mexico, Massachusetts, Arkansas, and I added Corona. Like, come on, it had to be done. Alright, so, let's get into it. My voice was hurting a little bit, so I got some stuff to help it. Alright, so without any further ado, comment down below and tell me who you think is going to win, because I have no idea. Proceed. What? Let me fix this. Guys, I'm not sponsored. I'm pretty sure that's a virus. Don't do that. Alright. So first off, we got Corona with finding a full bag of explosives. Like, that's not safe. It's been exploding all over the country right now. Arkansas runs away. Washington finds a bag of explosives too. Hopefully not nukes. Hawaii runs away. Massachusetts stays. Oregon runs away. Montana grabs a shovel. Ohio runs away from the cornucopia. I know how to say it now, guys. Wisconsin runs away. Louisiana gathers as much food. Florida rips a mace out of Arizona's hands. So not quite killing Arizona, but it could have gone bad. Rhode Island runs away from the cornucopia. Alabama takes a handful of throwing knives along with Mississippi. Nevada, New Mexico, Pennsylvania, and Dakota share everything before running away. Carolinas run away from the cornucopia. Indiana breaks New Hampshire's nose for a basket of bread. Is Indiana having some food problems? Iowa, New Jersey, and Delaware, and Wyoming run away, along with Maine, the victor from last time. Hey, it worked last time. Kentucky finds a handful of throwing knives. Kansas snatches some sayas. Oklahoma grabs a backpack. Michigan, Connecticut, and Minnesota work together. Colorado severely injures Nebraska and leaves him to die. So Nebraska is our first death already. Illinois runs away, Alaska runs away, Virginia, Texas, Tennessee start fighting, but Texas runs away. As Virginia kills Tennessee, Tennessee is down next. California runs into the cornucopia and hides. Missouri finds Idaho hiding, but Idaho kills Missouri. Missouri's next. Vermont runs away from the cornucopia. New York runs away. Utah shoots an arrow into Massachusetts' head. I thought Massachusetts had something up here. Oh. Apparently there was enough. They got listed twice. Alright. Day 1. The bloodbath is now over. Oregon runs away from Massachusetts. Massachusetts must still be alive. Nevada scares Montana off. Ohio severely slices. What sort of, is he dead? Is Louisiana dead? I don't know. Oklahoma discovers cave. Hawaii practices her archery. Dakota, Pennsylvania, Connecticut, and Colorado form a suicide pact, killing themselves. I didn't know that was a thing. I've never seen that before. Oh, man. Dakotas are out. That's 5 states down, just like that. New Jersey sees smoke rising in the distance, but decides not to investigate. Alaska makes a wooden spear. Arizona shoots an arrow into Virginia's head. So Virginia's are down. Texas being pricked by thorns. Rhode Island sprains her ankle running away from Iowa. New York receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. Mississippi diverts Georgia's attention. And Maine makes a slingshot. Hey, makes a slingshot and wins. Obviously the best weapon in the game. Arkansas constructs a shack. Idaho sets off an explosive killing Minnesota, Corona, Indiana, and Utah. Alright, that's what we gotta know. Everybody in Idaho who's watching, you guys are gonna stop COVID. Alabama makes a slingshot the same as Maine. Vermont overhears Kentucky and Wyoming talking in the distance. Carolinas receive clean water from an unknown sponsor. Washington kills Florida while she's resting. Delaware scares Michigan off. Kansas diverts New Hampshire's attention and runs away. California receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. Illinois chases New Mexico, and Wisconsin picks flowers. That's a lot of deaths on day 1. Like, 15. That's like 30% are dead. Alright, who's our leading killer? I think that's Idaho. No, actually, oh yeah. Idaho. District 3 has the most kills out of anyone, just because Idaho. Now, there's no district that is completely dead quite yet, but let's be honest, I'm glad Corona's dead. Alright, let's go on to the next one. Massachusetts, Rhode Island, New York, and Iowa sleep in shifts. And the Carolinas, Idaho, Arizona, Alabama, and Michigan do the same. Alaska defeats New Mexico in a fight, but spares life. Wyoming goes to sleep. Mississippi sets up the camp. New Hampshire thinks about home. Ohio starts a fire. New Jersey and Illinois cuddle for warmth. Something's going on right there. Maine climbs a tree to rest. Vermont tries to treat her infection. Oklahoma and Hawaii hold hands. Kentucky passes out from exhaustion. Georgia reaches fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Montana sets an explosive off, killing Washington and Arkansas. Kansas lets Texas into shelter. Probably for the best. Texas has a lot of firearms down there. California screams for help. Oregon ambushes Nevada and kills her. Dang, Nevada's down. Wisconsin receives a hatch from an unknown sponsor, and Delaware sets up camp for the night. That's just night 1. And we already got a bunch of death. Day 2. Let's see what we got here. Maine and New Mexico split up to search for resources. Michigan searches for firewood. New York poses Ohio streaks but mistakes it for his own and dies. New York is down. Dang. New Hampshire chases Alaska. Wisconsin discovers river. Rhode Island and Wyoming work together for the day. New Jersey dies from thirst. That's kind of sad. Be honest, like, people die into explosions and you can't find water to drink. Montana sees smoke rising in the distance but decides not to investigate. California constructs a shack after all of their buildings burned down in level 1 of Jumanji this year. Iowa, Oregon, and Carolinas get into a fight. Iowa kills them both. Oregon and Carolinas are down. Mr. Beast couldn't donate enough money to Iowa to get him out. Kansas searches for a water source. Mississippi throws a knife in Idaho's chest. I'm assuming that kills him, but I'm not sure. Georgia collects fruit from a tree, probably some peaches. Georgia peaches, ha 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 ha. Vermont and Alabama hunt for other tributes. Oklahoma, Illinois, Kentucky, and Texas raid Arizona's camp while he's hunting. Massachusetts poisoned Delaware's drink, but mistakes, dang. Apparently poisoning other people's drinks doesn't work. And Hawaii camouflages herself in the bushes. 9 more down. It's crazy. Idaho, the kill leader, is dead. District 1, everybody's alive. And it doesn't look like a total district is quite dead yet. But we're getting there, guys. We're getting there. Maine, still alive. Ohio and Iowa run into each other and decide to truce for the night. Texas destroys Oklahoma's supply while he's sleeping. Kansas sets up a camp for the night. Mississippi, New Hampshire, Montana, and Alaska track down and kill Michigan. Arizona and Wyoming hold hands. New Mexico ambushes California and kills her. Wisconsin passes out from exhaustion. Vermont is woken by nightmares. Georgia and Illinois and Rhode Island sleep in shifts. Alabama starts a fire. Kentucky and Maine run into each other and decide to truce for the night. Maine is still working its way. Hawaii and Delaware tell stories about themselves to each other. Alright. Arizona sprains his ankle while running away from Wisconsin. New Hampshire goes hunting. Mississippi chases Kentucky, almost messes up there. Alaska forces Texas to kill Kansas or Oklahoma. And she killed Kansas. Kansas is now dead. Wyoming steals from Illinois while she isn't looking. Montana overpowers Iowa, killing her. Dang, that's all like the Midwest states. The Dakotas are dead, I think. Nebraska, Iowa, Missouri, Kansas. Oklahoma's like the only one there. Colorado's dead. Everybody's dying. Wyoming steals from Illinois while she isn't looking. Montana overpowers Iowa, killing her. I think I already read that. Maine collect fruit. He's gonna probably chuck it at somebody, but Rhode Island steals from Delaware while he isn't looking. Ohio and Hawaii walk together for today. How strange. Alabama and New Mexico fight Vermont and Georgia, and Alabama and New Mexico survive. So Vermont and Georgia are both dead. 6 now, dead. And I believe that still did not kill an entire district. District 1 is still popping with 4 kills combined. Let's see what's going to happen. Alabama receives clean water. Wisconsin receives medical supplies, both from sponsors. Speaking of sponsors, please. Anyway, Mississippi cooks her own food before putting out her fire. Illinois attempts to start a fire but is unsuccessful. Maine and Montana run into each other and truce for the night. Oklahoma thinks about winning. Usually that means they're going to die the next day. But regardless, Wyoming, Ohio, and Arizona discuss games that might be happening in the morning. New Hampshire receives clean water from an unknown sponsor, along with Alaska, even though like they're so cold they freeze all of it, so it's like already clean when it's in their ice caps. Is global warming affecting that? Whatever. New Mexico, Delaware, and Texas sleep in shifts. Rhode Island, Kentucky, and Hawaii cheerfully sing songs together. No deaths, I don't think. Alaska hunts for other tributes. Delaware receives clean water. New Hampshire camouflages himself in the bushes. Montana, Iowa, and Hawaii and Maine form a suicide pact, killing themselves. The victor from last time, Maine, knows he can make it to the end, but still decides to kill himself. Whatever. Texas runs away from Rhode Island. New Mexico, Mississippi, Illinois, and Wyoming raid Kentucky's camp while he's out hunting. I mean she, because apparently Kentucky's a she. Make sure she was probably hunting some Kentucky Fried Chicken. Arizona thinks about home. Alabama receives a hatchet from a sponsor. Oklahoma tends to Wisconsin wounds. So just the people who killed themselves. District 5 is down. District 8 is down. We still got 10 more districts left. I bet District 1's going to win it all. But you never know. Anything can happen. Texas sees a fire but stays hidden. New Hampshire severely injures Wyoming and leaves her to die. Wyoming is now dead. Wisconsin cannot handle the circumstances and commits suicide. That's 9 suicides. What is wrong with the states this time? Illinois spears Alaska in the abdomen. I'm assuming Alaska's dead. New Mexico receives medical supplies. Oklahoma questions his sanity. Mississippi thinks about winning. Rhode Island cooks food before putting her fire out. Delaware dies trying to escape the arena. Arizona tends to Alabama's wounds, and Kentucky receives water from an unknown sponsor. Now the feast is happening. After 4 days, we have few people left. Alabama strangles Oklahoma with a rope. Mississippi and New Hampshire fight Arizona and Texas. Mississippi and New Hampshire survive. Rhode Island takes a staff, leaning against the cornucopia. Okay, don't know what a staff is gonna do. Whatever. I'm not judging. I would not fight somebody with a staff. Mexico sets Kentucky on fire with a Molotov. Dang, and Illinois just does not go. Kentucky really turned into some fried chicken. Illinois runs away from Mississippi. New Hampshire receives clean water, and Rhode Island receives medical supplies. Alabama and New Mexico are splitting up. We have like a little bit of a truce there going on. 8 more dead. Alabama's alive. Illinois is alive. Mississippi, New Hampshire, Rhode Island, and New Mexico. All districts have 1 person left, or state, whatever. 8 cannon shots can be heard in the disc. Oh, I already read that. Anyway, Alabama tends to wound. New Mexico screams for help. Mississippi cries herself to sleep. New Hampshire climbs into a tree to rest. Illinois receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Rhode Island looks at the skies. Night 5, not much happened. Day 6. Alabama fishes. Illinois explores the arena. Rhode Island tries to spearfish with a trident. New Mexico scares Mississippi off, and New Hampshire camouflages himself in the bushes. Nobody did. Everybody's playing the passive game. Alabama cooks food before putting his fire out. New Hampshire climbs a tree to rest. Rhode Island and Mississippi sleep in shifts. New Mexico and Illinois run into each other but decide to choose for night. Nothing bad's happening. Alright. Mississippi camouflaged herself in the bushes. New Mexico sees smoke rising in the distance but decides not to investigate. Illinois makes one spear. New Hampshire receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Alabama stalks Rhode Island. Day 7. Nobody did. New Mexico and New Hampshire and Alabama cheerfully sing songs. Illinois climbs a tree to rest, and Rhode Island and Mississippi sleep in shifts. Nobody's dying. New Mexico and Alabama work together for the day. New Hampshire convinces Illinois not to kill him, only to kill her instead. So I believe that means New Hampshire's dead. Anyway, Mississippi and Rhode Island split up. Yep, Illinois is dead. That means New Hampshire is the leading killer. And Rhode Island is just as peaceful as it can get. Alabama and New Mexico sleep in shifts. Mississippi stays awake all night. Rhode Island catches New Hampshire off guard and kills him. Rhode Island, person with 0 kills, took out New Hampshire, the person with the most kills. New Mexico and Alabama work together to drown Rhode Island, and Mississippi dies from an infection. That means New Mexico versus Alabama. Alabama has 4 kills, and New Mexico has 5 kills. Who's it gonna be? And it is. New Mexico kills Alabama for supplies, not for the win, just for the supplies. And the winner is New Mexico from District 12. 6 kills. I think that's the highest I've ever seen. In last place, Nebraska. And I mean, you guys can pause it and see where your state that you live in, if you live in a state. Anyway, you guys can look at how well your state did. Idaho did pretty well, but died pretty early on. I'm gonna get another ad, aren't I? No. Right, now, if you are concerned about how your state died, here you can look the blood that day 1, night 1, day 2, just in case you missed it. So what really intrigued me is that 3 days went by with no deaths, which, hey, not bad. Alright, kills. New Mexico holds 6 kills. And not very many kills, but anyway, here's the placement in a little bit of a more organized area. Anyway, if you guys like these, what are they called? Hunger Games, definitely comment different ideas down below. I'm thinking about doing Canadian provinces just because I got suggested that, but I don't know how to say any of them. Anyway, happy 4th of July to y'all. This is kind of like a 4th of July routine, so hopefully you guys will come back next year and like stick around that long because it's fun. Maine won the first time, New Mexico won the second time. Who's gonna win the next one? I don't know. Anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed. Make sure you hit the like button if you want to see more. We'll see you guys all next time.